Hey, cuz, you doing your thing, man.
Sports
I ain't mad at you. You doing your thing. I want to see what you're doing. I'm curious.
The folks
Hey,
here
I'll
in
be
Cleveland,
back.
even though all the down years have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
No, he didn't. Hit him home, didn't he? He's close to his address.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He's close to his address, that's all.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Somebody text me Travis on them.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Kill. 46.
But that's what set him off.
Check safety. 51 to Mike. I smell fear in that offense. We're going to 53. I smell fear.
On second down, Elliott. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pick up there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
The throw over the middle taken in. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'm being given much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a third and about 13. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. Looking deep downfield. midfield.
I had to talk that nigga out of the car, man.
That is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys
Nigga, Travis about to be in the car. I don't think he's seen your post,
and
man.
this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Man, nah, if he'd have seen your post, he'd have really been driving. I was just making that shit up, but he'd have really been driving. If he'd have seen that shit.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
He too old for that shit, man.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
And it's more hard to find that nigga at all.
50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
All I did was Google search the PlayStation.
It's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Point it right.
But I can understand that, though.
They run
You've been playing 10 years with a helmet. You ain't never had a concussion.
He's got a first
now
down.
You want me to use a helmet where
there he goes, right
you don't know if I'm going to get a concussion. You know what I'm saying? And he can't see over the net.
Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 45 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Because they say they literally just
a 7-0 game.
This is the first year out of 10 years he can't use it. They just took it off the list this year. Right.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short.
Yeah.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it for 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
That nigga Keelan said, wait 2 months. Wait 2 months. Yeah.
Looking to throw. Prescott being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Richardson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offense.
I'm telling you, that nigga is terrified,
they'll need a big
bro.
play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
The nigga terrified, man.
Hey, kill. What are you standing?
Because when Will said that nigga name, he ain't talked for like 20 minutes.
Right here, guys.
He didn't talk for like 20 minutes.
It's Prescott. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now Landry. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
I got you, man.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Alert! X3, 218, chopper.
Yeah, he was sucking
They
at the
start
ring.
on the ground with Nick
Even
Chubb.
after he
They'll have
realized,
a first down past the 40.
even after he
And he'll be
realized he
taken
fucked up,
down
he
as
kept
that will take
doubling
us
down.
to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Instead of saying, man, I fucked up, man, I'm sorry to hear about your mom. He took it the other way. And that shit worked until we found his address. And
Big hitter to start the drive.
Well,
Has him up
you
near
coming
midfield here for
but you
first
better
and
not go
10.
here.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
At first he was talking about fighting
run
me,
for Nick
and then he went to, I'm gonna shoot you if you come
Anthony
here.
Brown there on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I had a feeling that was gonna end bad, just the way he came in the chat. I was like, oh, here we go, one week now.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 51 yards on the ground.
Either that or he like fix your face ran or something.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point.
Yo, this nigga is really content with running the same play over and over again. I have never seen one like this. Like, this shit worked every time, so I'm gonna run it. Yeah.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Nah, he would have stayed in here to get passed around either way. And if he'd have lost, he probably would have been even madder.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll
That's one thing I don't like about this shit. You can't
try
block
and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On second
But like,
down,
will that keep him out of the chat? Like, if I'm in the chat, will that keep him out of it?
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Crazy shit.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Yep. Hold on, what's his name? 0577? So that makes him 42?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just
His name is
outside the 30.
0577. I guarantee you that's the year and the
They'll try the right
money
side
you
with
want.
Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing
you
yardage.
clown-ass
It'll
motherfucker
be back
that
at the
do some shit like
36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3
Exactly.
on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You did say that. Yeah, but that's different. Like, you ain't even trying to hide your shit. Yeah, He think he's safe.
From the shotgun again.
The way I found that nigga name was
that
so.
didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And for me, it's so many
2 minutes
Marios.
to play first half. It's 14-0.
My name brings a lot of anonymity. Anonymity. Yes. He's fucking around. Anonymity.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
All right. Smoke at least a half one. At least a half. Oh, nice. All right.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, 47. Here we go. Here we go. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Order. Check 4. Check 4. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw on 4th. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's got daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add on to their lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And it is now
that's what I told you.
21-0.
I said it when we was in tip. Yeah, I said Devon Baker. Or somebody Baker. It's after the guard.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So that one will be accepted.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Hey, kill. Check.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Christian Kirksey in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Hatchet. I got it.
The 3rd
David, stop beating up on 10-year-olds out here.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense,
the dude that was homeless.
Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call
That's
the defensive
crazy,
ends,
yeah.
they're usually
The one because OBJ gave him his cleats
usually 5
before the game.
And when they do their job well,
He took them off and gave them to him, and he ran that kick
those
back.
inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Crunch. King. Hey, Alpha. 48's the mic.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to float this. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway. An 80-yard touchdown, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. And there's really aggressive,
seen the 3 games in a row.
There. Tip of the cap to them.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So
is it the same run play or
with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard
same formation,
line.
same run play?
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Oh, yeah,
a 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
25, check 25. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Watch twin. Kill.
They'll run it with Elliott. And they will stop him short of the marker. Well, there is a flag here, but if this is on the offense, and I think it is, they'll obviously decline it. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give left side for Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. He
so what did I say to old boy to give him the lead
night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is.
There you go.
The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Bruh.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Completes this to Callaway over on the right side.
I don't want to do that.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go
I thought I was the leader of the chat. I was trying to get him out, but I won't.
So effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't want to hear nothing from you, David. We asked you to play that, man. You ran away. Yeah.
54. Bandit. Under. Hey, alert 33. Hurry. Stay at home.
So you should be used to that.
With Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards
Ashley
there
was
and
leaving
a
you purple
1st
and
down.
black.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
20. Mike's 54. Here we go, here we go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run with Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Browns continue to roll. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be taken short.
I think he's saying that when y'all matched up, because you didn't always match up, when y'all matched up, he beat you more times than you beat him. I think that's what the man's saying. If I'm reading the translation correctly.
Out of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And an out. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 62 yards. And the Cowboys are
Keely,
in
you gonna
for
stop
6.
whispering at me, man.
So they will get on the scoreboard.
You cut your
here.
mic
Give
up.
credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
That's why we couldn't hear you over old boy, because he's yelling.
But they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Oh, Will trying not to get hit.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr
No,
to
he
kick
just
it
scored
away.
too.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Mike, 180. Mike by 4. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up. Pistol. He's coming.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And an alley to run. And they get him down.
And he just got to 7, though.
Across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
Then did he go dark too? Will went dark for the game
and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Mayfield's throw finds Callaway complete, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
I talked all that shit to y'all, and y'all embarrassed me.
And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night.
Backyard bitches.
Whatever. I agree with you.
Let a man just come in here and take your cookies.
For those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar
I
to the
bet
guys
he over there pulling the hell out of
before the
E-Sig.
game's over. We know this thing's done.
Exactly.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
He's stupid.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Elliott. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Cobb with a catch right side. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Intended that time for Cooper. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
180! Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch that.
Chubb will get the call running left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Mike.